Hi Cancer. Hello my lovely crabbies. How are you? How's things? I'm Eriu and this is Eriu Tarot Readings, and as always, my lovely crabs, you are very welcome here to this Tuatha, your tribe, and also to my new subscribers and viewers. Hello, how are you? And how's it going? We welcome you all here. All the other crabbies and all the other signs welcome you to this tribe, my darlings. So, this is your bi-weekly reading for June the 1st to June the 15th, 2017. I'll incorporate your general and your love reading into that. Now, it's going to be slightly different from the previous format. The same in the sense that we're going to pull out 6 cards for your general, and then I'm going to pull out 3 for your love life to see how they weave in between and in and out of your 2 weeks of your general life as well, okay? Because I realise that I talk too much and it's an investment in your time to watch these as well, do you know what I mean? So I thought that was a nice equal thing to do. So I'm aiming for 30 minutes. Like, I've been okay, I haven't been too bad. I think was it Leo that ran into 43? That was a bit of an accident really. But yeah, like it's going on 32, 36 minutes. So hopefully you enjoy that a bit more as well, Cancer, okay? And remember, if this doesn't resonate, it's perfectly fine. Check out your moon and your rising sign. And as I always do, I'll leave that link at the bottom of this video for you if you want to calculate it, just to double check what you are. Alright? Alright, crabbies, let's get into it for you. Do 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 do. That's you. Lovely. Okay. And if I need to clarify, I will. But if not, sometimes it's very black and white. Other times I might need to clarify, and it's all good either way, right? As long as we get the right messages. Right. Let's see now. Ooh. 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 Ah. Oh. All the appropriate sounds. Right, my darlings, your first week here is the top. It's the 1st to the 7th of June. Your bottom week is your second week. It's the 8th to the 15th, alright? So let's get stuck in here and see what's going on for you. Alright, so your first card is the Wheel of Fortune. Just to say, you've got 3 major arcanas out of 6, which are lovely. We always want a bit of major arcanas to push us along a little bit in the right direction. And you're very lucky because you do have that. At the very start of this week, you have the Wheel of Fortune. So what is the Wheel of Fortune? It is a 10. And as I said, it's a major arcana. It's all about completion. It is the finishing, done and dusted part of certain chapters of our lives and sometimes certain areas. It can also mean the ending of friendships and relationships sometimes as well. But more importantly, I think for you, Cancer, this doesn't feel like a very harsh energy. As I always say, sometimes it goes really fast. Wheel of Fortune, like you spin it, you go really fast. Other times just go slow. The Wheel of Fortune sometimes as well comes in because it's like you need to relinquish control. You need to give this to me. You need to let me end this because you can't do that right now. For whatever reason, you just don't have that capacity or ability. But I feel like more importantly, this is just kind of like you're completing, and just to say as well, remember your general life is your work, is your study, college, domestic, home life, it's your community, if you're part of committees, it's like, or teams even, it's all other areas of your life that isn't love, right? And I just use those words as guiding tools for you because all of your, every one of you, your life is so unique and special to you. And so you apply these stories how you see fit in your life, okay? But I'll just say work and study and projects just because that's easier for me to tell the story, right? So let's get back to it. So Wheel of Fortune, yes, it's all about ending. It's all about ending. Sometimes it comes in, as I said, because you needed to take control a little bit, all right? It needs to come in. It's like steering the ship and just going lefty, righty, and the Wheel of Fortune comes in, it's like, look, give it to me. All right. It reminds me of the Chariot card a little bit. It's all about kind of taking the reins, but it's all about allowing destiny to come in, which is very important. Sometimes we push against what's coming in for us, and it's like, you can't do that. That's the destiny's coming in saying, you can't do that. You can't push against me. Are you mad? If you push against me, I'm going to push back. What are you doing? Stop that. And it's kind of having to laugh at it. He's like, stop that now. You know better than that. You can't push against me. I gotta push back. But more importantly, he's coming in to be like, hey, look, let me take the reins in this chapter of your life. I already feel like stuff is done for you anyway. Cancer. I feel like you're good. I feel like you feng shuied a lot of bad energy out your life anyway, so you didn't need. And it could be that you're leaving your job, or it could be that you're finished with your studies, because now we're in June, right? So a lot of people are finished their exams, even if you do night school and stuff like that. A lot of people are finished that. Some of you may be teachers. Some of you are saying, oh, it's ended. I'm done. Great. That's me for another 3 months. You know, it kind of feels like that sort of energy. But as well, like, you're in a new phase of your life, Cancer. And I'm not saying it's good or bad or whatever, right? Just, it's a new phase. You're beginning to write a new chapter, and the Wheel of Fortune's coming in to just kind of finish that off, yeah, right? Wheel of Fortune comes in to write the last page, but also comes in to say, now, here's your destiny. What are you going to do? Right? What are you going to do? Now, midweek, you've got the King of Swords. Remember, start, middle, and end of the week. You've got the King of Swords. Great energy, right? Love it. Love it. King of Swords is Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. He's the diplomat. My God, does he have a way with words. Remember, I say he because the king is here, but this isn't gender specific by any means. We don't roll that way over here in this Tuatha. It can be any sort of male or female energy whatsoever that is within your life and circulates around you, okay? But we'll take it for what it is now, being a king. It being masculine energy, someone of more maybe authority to you. Or maybe it could be you, but I don't really feel like it's you. I feel like this is... I think I know what this is. Hold on. Wait just a minute now. I feel like someone is re-entering your life here, Cancer. King of Swords. As I said, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. And this very well could be someone from your past. Now, the Wheel of Fortune is getting rid of all that stuff. It's like, yeah, cool. Like, signed, sealed, delivered, done. But it doesn't mean that people can't come back, all right? It's because you're done. Sometimes doesn't mean that they're done. So I kind of feel like this is someone who has a past connection with you. Now, as I said, I'm a fan of him, but I'm not a fan of the way he's coming in at the moment. This person may have been someone that you've had words with or will have words with. I feel like you've already had the words, though. I feel like they're coming back into you, and you're like, oh, for God's sake, what do they want? Now, this Libra isn't a terrible person. Oh, I said Libra. Oh, could be Libra for some of you for sure. Could also be Scorpio, Pisces, or could also be Virgo or Capricorn, right? Definitely not a fire sign. But this person's coming in and is like, look, I need to talk to you. I need to talk to you about what happened. Now, I know this is supposed to be the start of the week, the end of the week, but I feel like this is energy that's being brought back into you. Sometimes as well, when I say about the Wheel of Fortune, feng shuiing stuff out of our lives, if we don't take care of stuff way prior to him coming in, sometimes the wheel will go, okay, so we didn't take care of that. I'm just going to spin myself around and I'm going to bring this lad in. Hello. That's also what it's like. But for me, it feels like this is past. It's weird. It's like past, but it's coming into your future, right? Odd. So your past might be knocking at your door this week, Cancer. Just a bit of a heads up. This may have been someone that you've had a row with or you've had words with. Not all like unleashing unholy war upon you by any means, but it feels like this person did have words with you. There was some sort of verbal confrontation or like a tit for tat or a pick at. Well, she said this and he said this and they, you know, a little bit of that. This person's coming in for you now and kind of wants to talk to you about it, kind of wants to clear the air. They might be a little bit aggressive about it. Normally King of Swords is, oh, so charming, and he's such a way with words. At the same time, he's the opposite as well. He's such a good way with words. He can have such a bad way that there's a negative impact upon people, right? Cut you down with that sword, that tongue. That sword is the tongue, remember that. So let's see what's going on. Why is this coming back? I feel like there's like, I want to have a word with you. Can I have, when are you free? That's what that feels like. Now this could be a past lover for some of you, or it could be a past friendship that's coming back. Oh, let's see. Right. Okay. I said Virgo for some of you as well, didn't I? I didn't mean to take 3 there, but they popped out there. So unless, my darlings, this is very much a past love. Or past love encounter. It could have been of, make sure you can see that, sorry. There we are. So it could have been of a very intimate variety. It could be long-term partner, could have been just a boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. But yes, somebody that may have come in and broken your heart in major ways. I said Virgo and Capricorn. Yes, very well could be that, but they also could be coming in very someone who's quite dominant, who's quite assertive and direct. Now, I know King of Pentacles is the earthly elements. It is Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, right? But it doesn't mean that we can't adopt the characteristics of the other cards, which I feel like this person is doing. They're going in saying, I need to have a word with you. Now, my lovely Cancer, you may have had very beautiful, pure emotional feelings for them. You may have been really lovely and giving in that emotion. And it may have been your first love as well, or it may have been someone that you finally felt you could give love to or felt love with. However, boom, this may have happened with your Three of Swords. Now, I know they said this wasn't a love reading, but we got to go with the way the cards say things are, right? And we just have to, because look, I can have a structure on this and the cards can come along and say, oh, that's great. Absolutely not. This is what they need to know. And I always go, sure, whatever you want, cards. So if we want to say that this is an ex coming in that may have broken your heart, very much so, or it could have been a friendship that really did carry a lot of emotional baggage for you, that you felt like you carried emotional baggage because you had a lot of emotional investment here, Cancer. But the problem is that their way with words, which is something they adopt every now and again, which is something that they regret doing and feel guilty about, which they do. Don't be turned off by how they enter, right? I need to tell you that. Just because they have this like attitude about them doesn't mean that they don't regret what they've done. There is guilt, and I believe that's why they're coming back as well. Because look, Three of Swords is so sad. Remember, I call this the heartbreak card. In a way, it's not heartbreak because the heart isn't broken. It's just punctured with these swords. These swords can be memories. These swords can be words. This could be the previous confrontation or communication that has happened and then led you to this, where you lost the battle pretty much and they won. But that's why they're feeling very guilty and very rejected. All right. So know that these can be pulled up though. Pulled out. This can be mended. This all could be mended. But I know you're going to kind of be like, huh, what the frig do they want? Right? And this is going to have an impact on you, Cancer. It is. It really is. Why? You've got the moon here. Moon's the start of your week. This is the 8th to the 15th of January this week here. And this is Scorpio and Pisces energy. And I feel like this person's going to make you go completely inwards. Look, you've the Hermit beside it. These two as a combo are so completely introvert and internal. It is not even funny. But I do prefer that they're this way rather than this way. Because the moon, as we always say, is about self-reflection. Let's actually have them side by side, right? The moon is about self-reflection. The Hermit's about self-discovery. The moon is about shining light on things that we don't always take care of, or the darker sides of ourselves, or our darker thoughts even, right? Some people call it our shadow side. If you want to call that, that's fine. The Hermit is about turning inwards to find answers to things about yourself and about why certain encounters and people make you feel the way you do. It's about finding your light. So what I like about this is, if this is our shadow side, and we can call this our light side, right? Then I like the fact that you're focusing, like, it sucks that this scenario has brought you back into this environment. But if you take care of if you look at the darker side, I don't even like calling it darker side. I don't. I just prefer to call it like, it's just, as people, we just have, like, those two sides to us. Yeah, we have the yin and the yang. We do. And when you say darker side, it makes it sound negative, you know, but we just all have these parts of ourselves that we do not verbalize with anyone because, my God, they're just for us, right? And if we really expose those sides, we could get hurt in a major way. That may have also been happening, or what has happened with this person here. But I'm glad the Hermit comes in, because you're going now in to find the answer. Self-reflection brings you on, and good self-reflection, no doubt, brings you on to self-discovery. So you're going from moon to light, and you're bringing in that star. You're looking inwards to find that star, but that is your guiding light. That is your guiding inner light. So yes, they are completely introverted, and they are completely internal, and this is Virgo energy as well here. But know that even though it doesn't feel like it, even though it won't feel like it, even though it feels like a major setback for some of you, know that this is important. Know that you need to find the answers within yourself and walk forward. And this is all about finding your own journey as well. Self-discovery through your own journey. And that's important as a person. And I think you do well with this in the second week, Cancer, because your last card is the Four of Pentacles. Now, some of you may look at that and go, narcissism. Because, yeah, it kind of does represent that sometimes. But I don't think this is it. I honestly don't think. For me, this is about keeping your counsel on certain things, keeping aspects to yourself private. And remember, there's nothing wrong with being private, because let's face it, so many people just give their life out on social media. Like, you know, where's the fun in privacy? Where's the fun in keeping those bits for ourselves? This is the card of that. It's sometimes about keeping that's what it's about. Don't want anyone to know. It's about keeping your counsel in a big way. It's like, I want to hold on to all this, and I don't want to let anyone in, and I don't want to let anything out. I don't want to say nothing to nobody. Say nothing. That's what this feels like as well. But I don't feel like this is very bad energy for you, Cancer, because, like, let's face it, you're after coming through this lot here, right? These two lads. It's a loner. You might feel like the biggest loner over the next few weeks. You really... I have issues with this one. But you really will feel like a loner. You'll feel all alone. I'm not going to lie to you. You may very well feel that. But you're being given this time so that you can go inwards to find the answers. And to find out these parts of you now. Who you are now. What's going on now with you, okay? It's very important that you do that. Now, is this an energy you need to stay in? Not really. But is it kind of like a knock-on effect from these? Yeah. But it doesn't mean that you're not open. It's just that you are aware and you are observant, but you hold everything to yourself. That's okay to do that. As you find out these things here. You could also find out more things about this person. The more you go and internalize, and you realize that maybe you're looking at things from the perspective that wasn't as accurate as they should have been. Or you find out they tell you more about something which makes you go, oh my God, and it has a very negative effect on you. And that's as well why you go internal. And so you just want to keep things to yourself. Not a problem. Do that. Practice that as well. Okay? Don't stay in it too long though, because we want to remain open so that things in our lives can flow through, right? So that everything flows quite nicely, you know? And our love lives as well. We want it all to flow side by side, have a beautiful rhythm and a wave to it, yeah? So, but you very much even here stand alone. Look at you there. I'm not telling nobody. I'm not doing nothing. You better not come near me. And if you do, I'm just going to be like, hi. Yeah. Nothing much. You? Okay, bye. You know? But that's fine. That's you just taking control of the aftermath of this feeling, which I understand. But let's not stay in it too long, yeah? You know, there's some people that don't want to hurt you out there. I guess it's a thing of learning who it is and who you can give that information to, you can't, right? It's such a heartbreak when you realise that, like, someone that you really like and care for is actually someone you can't trust. Yeah. You're probably like, yes, I know. Believe me, I know. I know that from my own experience, and it's like, it's such a rain cloud. Like, Jesus. But do not fear, Cancer, because we're going to look at your love life now. Oh, okay. Hiya. Very nice. If you come back, that's great. If you don't, that's great. All right. So I feel like your love lives have been a bit quiet lately, have they, Cancer? Nothing major's going on. Nothing major. Okay, this, no. This is you, okay. Oh God, very quiet, yeah. Oh God, yeah. Jesus. How much do you feel like a lone wolf right now, Cancer? Yeah? How much do you feel like a lone wolf? Oh my darlings. Hey, look, this isn't a bad thing. What I always say about when you feel like you're in that time of your life where you're just kind of waiting on things to happen. It's because you need to get rid of stuff. You need to sort out stuff and see it stuff. You need to get insight into other stuff, okay? So, is there anyone coming in for you this next 2 weeks? No. I don't feel it. I feel like there's what's being... And I had this with Taurus as well. Okay. So it's like your general life is taken over and there's no time for your love life, and boom, right now. Okay, so let's go, right? 8 of Pentacles, 4 of Swords, and the High Priestess. But I'm delighted she's here for you, right? Especially any Cancer moons watching this. Yes, you are going to be in your element here, right? But we'll talk about that. We'll get to that, right? So 8 of Pentacles is earthly energies. We've got Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. So some of you may be involved with, or have been involved with, or having a major impact from any one of those signs, okay? We keep getting Virgo for you. It could also be a Scorpio or a Cancer. And for some of you, very select, it might be Leo or Sagittarius, right? But this 8 of Pentacles is about working away at things. And like, yes, Pentacles is like that. It's about creating something, but manifesting it in a very physical sense, something that I can pick up, I can feel, I can touch. It's tangible. It can be material goods. It can be your health, because as we always say, your health is your wealth. So it's anything of a wealthy disposition. But I feel like when I said some of you are feeling like lone wolves, Jesus, this is just you working away at yourself lately, Cancer. Am I right? Look at you here now. Working away at yourself, figure out who you are now, because if you see, right, look, Wheel of Fortune and the Moon, okay, the ending of stuff and trying to shine a light on things. And it's because you're trying to shine a light on things because you're looking to see who you are now, all sides of you, so that you are completely whole. Do you understand? Look, we've got circular imagery here, circular imagery here, circular imagery here. This is giving love to you as as a complete entity, okay? All of you, all sides of you, all those beautiful round sides of you, okay? That's what this is. And this is about kind of perseverance as well. You're kind of like, well, love might not be coming in for me, so therefore I'm just going to have to keep working on myself and finding out what I love now, who I am now, and what way I want to be loved. Now, for some of you, if that's for singles, if some of you are coupled, this is about working away your relationship now as it stands. Maybe some things have come to light that you were not happy about. Maybe you found out some things. Maybe there was some deceit. Maybe that's it, but that is coming to an end for you, because you're saying, right, okay, I understand that there was all that from the other partner or even from myself. I want that to come to an end and I want to work away at this relationship, okay? That's a lot. For a lot of you, this is what that feels like, all right? Now, in the middle of it though, we've got the Four of Swords. So all this working away is going to have a major impact on you as well, because you need to kind of give back to yourself a little bit, Cancer. When I say love reading, love is also about loving yourself first and foremost. As RuPaul says, because I'm such a fan, as RuPaul says, if you can't love yourself, how the hell you go and love somebody else? Right? It is true. But I think for a lot of you, you're starting to love yourself again. But I feel like you're working away for the couples. I feel like you're working away on this, and you're working away and you want to put it behind you, but in actual fact, it's actually making you feel a little bit ill. You're kind of like you're wrecking yourself. That's what I say to you. You're wearing yourself out. You're just wrecking yourself. You're running yourself into the ground here, and you need to heal. These things also need time to heal, so you need to give yourself, rather than just go full force into that Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus energy where you're like, I'm going to work away at this until it's fixed. Yes, but also remember, Cancer, you're emotional, right? All your emotions run through you. You feel it. It's something that, it's your life force. It's your life source, I should say, life force. But that's what you are. So when you don't take care of yourself, even in your own suit, yeah, it's cool to adopt this energy, but you're not going to feel great. You need to re-energize from the inside out. I kept saying to you, I just keep getting Virgo. I need to stop saying that, but that's what it feels like. Now, I also know for some of you that when I said your general life was kind of spilling into your love life, that this person who I said may be an ex, that is coming in for you, that's coming back, or maybe a friendship. But if we're going to equate it, say, to your love life, it could very well be an ex that came in and he swung those swords, or they swung those swords a little bit too much, and that caused you a lot of grief, a lot of heartbreak, a lot of revisiting those emotions and feelings you don't want to revisit. And then the moon had to come in, the hermit had to come in. Now, the advice out of this card is to, yes, people are going to swing their sword at you, right? It's unfortunate, but people do it. And I'm not saying I agree with it. I'm saying I disagree. Do you know what actually I'm saying? I disagree, right? I think there's a way of saying things. I think there's a way of getting your point across without hurting people. And sometimes people have the idea that if you just tell the truth and that's enough. Like, yeah, the truth is important, but you don't need to hurt people in the process, right? I'm a big believer in diplomacy as well. And that's important. But sometimes people swing the swords and you get cut, all right? And you need time to heal. You need time to rest. Cancer, I nearly said Virgo again, my lord. Cancer, this is at the heart of your reading. You need to take time out, yes? Yes. You need to heal, yes? Yes, you need to just go away for a while. I would advise you to go anywhere that has that water energy, because my God, is that going to rejuvenate you. The sea, the beach, go where you're going to feel that. Feel the wind, but like almost taste that salty sea air. Do you know what I mean? You need to do that. I think if you give back to yourself in that way, what happens to you is you're going to... When I said about Cancer moons and me being delighted about like Cancer moons watching this, it's because you've got the High Priestess here, all right? There's time for, there's development for you when you take care of yourself in your love life, especially when you give back to yourself, when you give love to yourself. I feel like you need to keep saying this to some of you. It's like, would you stop, give love back? You know, I'm kind of... I feel like I'm telling you off a bit like I'm your mother or something, but I don't mean to, but it just feels like I'm like, would you stop? Would you do something for yourself for once? Stop giving all that love out to everyone and then you have nothing left and you're still working away providing love and they'll keep taking and you get hurt. Oh no. So anyway, sorry, that was a tangent. So the High Priestess, she is the mother of intuition. She is the subconscious. She is the darker side of the moon. And she is, I love her. I always say that so much. I say I love her. And I say she's the darker side of the moon. I'm saying I'm so delighted that if there's any Cancer moons watching this, because this is all about, like, moon in Cancer is at its best when it's in Cancer rather than any other sign. And the level of intuition that moon in Cancer has, vibrational energies that it picks up on, is at its best with Cancer. So this, for me, it's like there's a really strong level of intuitive knowledge that you're going to acquire once you take care of yourself, once you give back to yourself. See how she's alone and she holds this flower. For her, it's like she's focusing on herself and what she needs. Flowers can grow and bloom, and it's about giving them time to do that. And that's what also that she allows. She gives strength in many ways to those things. Now, some of you may argue, oh, it's like the Empress and something. Oh. Look, different strokes for different folks. But I feel like what she's saying for you here is that if you rest, if you give the time to take care of the love in you, then you will grow and you will bloom. And not only that, your intuition with people will get better. Now, it's not like it's bad anyway. You guys pick up on loads of stuff and you just don't say it though. You just don't verbalize it. But she's here to say, look, maybe it's time to up the energies in that department for you, so that you can protect yourself against people that come in swinging the sword. I said to you, we can't really stop them from coming in and doing that. It's unfortunate, but we can't. But for you, it's about gathering that inner intuition and saying, well, look, from now on, this is how I'm going to step forward. I'm not going to have that in my life anymore. I don't want that. No. No, I'm not going to do that. This is what I'm going to focus on. My own self, me working inwardly from the inside out. Yeah? She can only come in if you do this. if you rest, Cancer, if you love yourself first. I'm sure some of you are saying, oh, I do. And that's great. Give her more room to come in. She'll come in quicker. But for those of you that are really affected by this person, it might take a little bit more time over the 2 weeks for you to do that. But she's also about energies that are working in your favour. So let her work in your favour. Let her come in. That's what I always say about the major arcanas. Let them come in and do their thing. Like, they're going to anyway, but if you push against them, they're gonna knock you down. And they won't care. Well, they do care. But they won't care about how hard they knock you down, because they're saying, look, I'm supposed to be here. And if you push against me, don't let me in, I can't do what I need to do. So I have to push you harder. It's like life lessons. Like, you don't learn the first time, you do the second time, you do the third time, it's even worse, and then you get it. It's because you have to up the ante and the energy level so that you get it. She's saying, look, if you give back to yourself and love yourself properly, then let me in. I will come in for you. And I will sort out. I will take care of the inner dust. I'll allow you to work at a higher vibration that allows you to naturally seek or suss out the people that are not right for you. Not an overly heavy reading, but a little bit. But as I always say, if readings come in a bit heavy like this, it's because the cards are like, hey, you need to know the red flags. And you need to know where you're going. And if you stay in a certain energy, this is how you're going to end up. But there's always ways around it. There's always ways to work. Remember, like, you've got free will as well. And energies move and change and shift. I mean, they're rapid sometimes. So work with them. Yeah? Oh, Cancer. As I said though, it's not too bad. Just be careful with that King of Swords. I don't like them. I'm not a fan. I don't like them. Just be careful of their agenda, alright? Sometimes people feel guilt for things, and the only way that they can feel better is by purging it or regurgitating it even onto the person that they affected, when in actual fact they're not thinking about the other person at all, because that person needs time to heal and to take care of how they're feeling. And when you come back with guilt, you put it on the other person sometimes, and it's like, you know. But hey, look, we're only human and we're trying to figure it out as we go, right? All right, my darlings, this has been your bi-weekly reading for June the 1st, June the 15th, 2017. If you dig what I do, please like and share, leave a comment, say hello and subscribe. And remember, I do personalized private readings. If you would like a bit more guidance in your general life or in your love life, I can certainly do that for you. Email me. My email is below this video here and at the end of this video. And I will email you back directly as soon as I can with my services on my price list, all right? All right, my darling Cappies. Look, you need a bit of a helping hand this week. Put the comments in. We'll take care of you, right? We need to take care of each other. Have a wonderful 2 weeks, my darlings, and I'll see you in the last 2 weeks of June. You take care. Bye-bye.